This is the legendary Audi Sport Quattro. Raced in Group B and was an absolute monster. It just so happened to have a miniature version. But because it's Lego, I can make it into a pullback car. I'm going to be showing how to do that. Basically the same as the last two pullback cars I've showed on the channel. On these black beams, used to hang the motor down so it fits, with a blue beam, a friction pin, and a 3 long shaft here. Holds the motor. You get another one on the other side, like that. Then 3 long shaft with the pin connection on the end of it, with a little roller. That's going to go here. I'm going to take one of these beams with the Technic holes in it. The drive shaft here is going to go on the end, and the blue pin is going to go on the 4th hole from the front. So it sits like this. Then I'm just going to take a little gear, put it right here, adjust this if need be. It should be like one stud over here. I'm going to take the front drive shaft, give it a gear. This goes all the way on the end. This hole here should sit right about there. I'm going to take a chain, like specifically the thin one, not like the tank treads used on Lego City bulldozers. This is about 20 to 30 chain links long. I like to normally start by putting the chain above this little rolling piece with the black beam, like here. Wrap it around, then connect it at the back, like that. So now it has Quattro all-wheel drive. Take the other beam, it's identical to the one that was originally used. That slots on, adjust the front shaft. It's going to sit like that. You're going to need one of these like weird arches. It's 4 studs long each side. This is going to sit about here with a 1 stud overhang like this, but just clearing the gear. Alright, so now comes the tricky part. So if you have a Quattro, like the first place to start is either like taking the wing off, because it does need to actually come apart. Maybe the roof, side panels, this can come off later. Back roof tiles. Should be 2 triangles and a flat white tile. So for this build, some of the parts will be reused. They'll just serve a different purpose. I will be honest, it is a little bit annoying getting the car apart. But same trick for the Super, you pull under the fender. It should come off, although the splitter does like to hug underneath. And the front should just come off with a few extra pieces, like that. You don't need that gray block, but you definitely do need this piece. Well, pieces like this white square to this other white square, this bit. You're going to need these corners of the wing and these yellow bricks, like that. You will need this black piece as well. They'll reunite with the rest of the bumper. Then next, I'm disassembling the Quattro. The back piece needs to come off. Most of this is going to get removed. I can sit back there. Like I said, we need to take off these side panels. They're just held on with these L brackets. You can kind of just pull them outwards. Never mind, there's a seat there. Forgot about that. Again, I like push them or pull them to get them off, but they are still attached with this row of studs at the bottom. So maybe it's not a bad idea, like, take these guys off. Yep, so this should be what's left. There's one more step before disassembling the rest of this. You're going to need these 6 yellow tiles. So this frame piece here with the hinges, that's going to come off. And these guys just come off like that. And there's still one attached to the frame. Let's grab that. Alright, so the next part of this process, this is going to be kind of interesting. So there's kind of a lot that's got to happen. So we'll just start with the back first. As you can see, it's just full of bricks. Most of this back portion is going to stay, but you're not going to have like a rear window piece anymore. And these got to get modified a little bit, these side panels. Put on with like snot bricks. This guy's not needed anymore. Then out of here, don't really need this gray brick here. You're going to need space for the pullback motor. This guy, this window assembly can come out for now. And just to make it simple, I'm going to install it on the chassis. Should sit like this. Right, made a slight mistake. So it's 1x6 here. That's going to come out, so space to clear the chain. And there is a slight modification up here. So on the back of the Quattro, this tile here with the sticker is held on with 2 of these, like little bracket pieces. So what's going to happen, I'm just going to remove one, once again for clearance. So it's going to relocate to the middle. And then should be able to put the tiles back on. I will be honest, kind of like the all-wheel drive R34 I did. Parts of the car are a little bit flimsy, but considering you're probably never gonna like touch this again when actually using it, shouldn't be like delicate. Yeah, now with those pieces gone, you have enough space to mount it on the chassis. Should line up like that, and there's gonna be a little bit of space. That's why the 1x6 was moved, otherwise there wouldn't be space there. Then next, just to keep it simple, I'm gonna put on the side plates. They mount just like they did originally, except with no studs here. Same on the other side. You may have to reassemble it if you took it apart. Like that. It does have 2 triangular pieces. These like 2 stud wide sheet slopes, I think. This is the black one. Alright, so next for the Quattro, I think I want to do like this rear window section. So like everything above these gray tiles, that can come out. Now obviously there's no room for these black 2x3s, so you gotta go 2. But they're gonna sit in here like this. But they're flimsy right now. But I do have a solution. Black 1x4. This guy is going to sit in this spot here behind the motor. What it's going to do, it's going to hold just the first panel like this. Then the second one can go here. And it kind of holds from this triangle piece on the side. And same here. Alright, so the next part, we're going to be repurposing some pieces here. And what's going to happen, these tiles from the roof, they're relocating to down here to hold some of these in place. Then in addition, we're going to take these 2 black 1x2 tiles from the dashboard and place them back here with the roof tiles that were just there. And there should be 2 of these. They're going to be moved to back here. Some more repurposing stuff that's got to happen. The seats, They're composed of this one rounded tile on the top. I think it was used on the Aston Martin. But then what you really want is this 1x2. We're gonna need both of them. Like this. And then to support the windshield, we're gonna take, well, this is just what I have on here. You can use a normal 1x2. One of these little brackets, kind of. And you could just stack two 1x2s. And one of these guys. I'm gonna do this twice. This is gonna go in here as well. And they're gonna go right here. So they hold it together. Now for the front. This is interesting because you do actually keep most of the front of the car, but I forgot how you actually do it, which is weird because I designed it. Should probably know where everything goes. So these little black pieces, they need to be here because they're going to be holding components. If I remember correctly, this is going to come out like underneath here. Once again, for clearance, I believe this should just drop on. Yeah, but as you can see, we're missing the entire splitter. That needs to go there as well. If I remember correctly, it should just kind of snap together. Yep, just a quick little test fit. Missing a few components though. Yeah, so now what you want to do, I believe you take one of these 2x3 from earlier with this red piece. It should sit here like this, attached to the end of the curved brick from earlier. Alright, so my bad. Actually, what you want to do for the front splitter is you're going to take this 2x3. It's going to go there. And then the splitter, which should have this little like 1x8 running along the bottom with the rest of these pieces. Kind of like this. It's going to rest here. Like that. And this red 1x4 are going to go up here. And some more repurposing. Just going to steal 1x4 off a little back window. That's going to hold this on here. What it's also going to do is going to allow you to put this little piece back, because it has to rest all the way up here above the splitter. And so now you should be able to put this guy on. Everything should mount like that. You're going to want your other triangle piece for the splitter. So one of the little pieces was missing. It's the black 1x1 square. It's going to sit like right next to the headlight. That. And this guy goes back on here. And you can mount this little like front, like bottom of the windshield where that piece goes. There's some more trickery that needs to happen. Take a 1x6. Get like two 1x1 studs. One's going to go here. One's going to go here. And these black 1x1 squares that are down here, this guy and this guy, we're going to lay this on top like this. That's going to hold the windshield up. Which, speaking of windows, I'm going to come back to this. I lied. Actually got to use it again. These clear tinted 1x2 blocks Those are going to go here. And then you're going to want a 2x6 plate. It's going to rest up here. And now you can reinstall the roof pieces. This guy, the other one, and then the center one, like that. And the front windshield, this can come back. So it's going to drop on top, like that. The wing, and those 6 tiles from earlier, they just go in the same spot. Same as always, literally the exact same set of wheels. You need the older style Speed Champions tires that actually squish and you can take off the wheel, and the wheels with the cross pattern so you can actually go on there. Unfortunately though, I couldn't find any like matching sets for the Quattro's original ones, so these are just going to be blacked out like Audi's carbon packages. All the wheels are just going to go on. The fog lights can come back as well. And this should be the finished product.